So, hello everyone. I am Kayla Linguaje and I was assigned for the anti-inflammatory, the NSAIDs and DMARDs. So, first I will be reporting the NSAIDs drug. So, I have here brand name aspirin, generic name acetyl acid. So, for the dosage, analgesic, antipyretic, 325 to 650 milligram, anti-inflammatory, 2.4 to 3.6 grams a day, route, oral, rectal, and intravenous. Frequency, Q4 to 6H PRN. So, for the classification mechanism of action, pharmacologic class, salicylates, clinical, analgesic, antipyretic, anti-inflammatory. Therapeutic class, NSAIDs. So, for the action, thought to produce analgesia and exert its anti-inflammatory effect by inhibiting prostaglandin and other substances that sensitize pain receptors. So, drug may relieve fever through central action in the hypothalamic heat regulating center. In low doses, drug also appears to interfere with clotting by keeping a platelet aggregating substance from forming. So, for the indication, aspirin is indicated for temporary relief of headache, pain, and fever for fever of colds, minor pain of arthritis, muscle pain, menstrual pain, and toothache. So, for the contraindication, salicylate hypersensitivity, G6PD deficiency, bleeding disorders, use cautiously in patients with GI lesions, impaired renal function, hypoprothrombin, vitamin K deficiency, and also avoid use in patients with severe hepatic impairment. So for the adverse effects, we have here the side effects: GI discomfort, dizziness, headache, and increase of bleeding. So for the adverse reaction, CNS, agitation, cerebral edema, coma, lethargy, seizure, subdural or intracranial hemorrhage. For CV, arrhythmias, hypotension, and tachycardia. And for the EENT, tinnitus, hearing loss. For GI, nausea, GI bleeding, dyspepsia, pancreatitis, and vomiting. For GU, antepartum, postpartum. And hematologic, leukopenia, thrombocytopenia. And for metabolic acidosis. And also for skin, rash, bruising, urticarial, and hives. So for the nursing responsibility, assess for an allergy to NSAIDs or acetyl salicylic, and also check if the medication is right, and check what route and how many dosage are needed. So during, assess for pain by having the patient rate on a scale of 1 to 10 and describe characteristics, durations, and frequency. If given as antipyretic, assess temperature. Assess also for pregnancy or lactation. So after patient family teaching, avoid patient who's allergic to tartrazine to avoid aspirin. Advice to have low salt diet. Advice to take drug with food, milk, antacid, or large glass of water to reduce GI reactions. Also advise not to crush or chew enteric coated or extended release form, but to swallow them whole. And also remind the patient taking drug for a chronic condition not to stop drug without first discussing with prescriber. So now I have here next the brand name Advil, Caldolor, and Mortine. On generic name, ibuprofen. And for the dosage, inflammatory disease, 400 to 800 milligram dose, 3 to 4 times a day. And 200 to 400 mg dose, Q4 to 6H as needed. So for the route, oral, and intravenous. Frequency, Q4, 6H as needed. So for the classification, mechanism of action. So classification, pharmacology class, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, NSAID. Clinical, inflammatory diseases, rheumatoid disorders. So for the therapeutic class, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, NSAID. So for pregnancy risk factor, premature closure of fetal ductus arteriosus, and mechanism of action, ibuprofen exhibits anti-inflammatory, analgesic, and antipyretic activities. Its analgesic effect is independent of anti-inflammatory activity and has both central and peripheral effects. It potently inhibits the enzyme cyclooxygenase, resulting in the blockage of prostaglandin synthesis. It also prevents formation of thrombosine A2 by platelet aggregation. So for the pharmacokinetics, ibuprofen is well observed from the gastrointestinal tract. So for the indication, relief of signs and symptoms and rheumatoid arthritis and osteoarthritis, relief of mild to moderate pain, treatment of primary dysmenorrhea, fever reduction, unlabeled uses, prophylactic for migraine, abortive treatment for migraine. So for the contraindication, active peptic ulcer, hypersensitivity, neonates with congenital heart disease, suspected necrotizing enterocolitis, and active bleeding parenteral. So for the adverse effects, side effects, dizziness, abdominal cramps, abdominal pain, heartburn, and nausea. And for adverse effects, dyspepsia, epigastrial pain, fluid retention, rash, and tinnitus, potentially fatal severe CV thrombotic events, severe GI bleeding, and ulceration, perforation. So, for the nursing responsibility, assess for an allergy to NSAIDs or acetyl salicylic, and check if the medication is right, and check what route and how many dosage are needed. And also during skin color lesions, orientation, reflexes, ophthalmologic evaluation, audiometric evaluation, peripheral sensation, BP, edema, adventitious sounds, liver evaluation, bowel sounds, CBC, clotting times, urinalysis, renal function test, serum, electrolyte, stool, and after, advise the family and patient to take drug with food or after meals of GI upset occurs. Arrange for periodic ophthalmologic examination during long-term therapy. Discontinue drug if eye changes, symptoms of hepatic impairment or renal impairment occur. And use drug only as suggested. Avoid overdose. Take the drug with food of after meals if GI upset occurs. Do not exceed the prescribed dosage. And also, avoid over-the-counter drugs. Many of these drugs contain similar medication and serious overdosage can occur. So next, I have here the Celebrex brand name, generic name, Silicosib. Dosage, 200 mg, maximum 600 mg per day, then 400 mg per day. And the route, oral, frequency Q12H, the pharmacologic class, cyclooxygenase 2 inhibitors, clinical, anti-inflammatory, analgesic, and antipyretic effects. So, therapeutic class and NSAIDs. So, the mechanism of action thought to inhibit prostaglandin synthesis, impeding cyclooxygenase 2 to produce anti-inflammatory, analgesic, and antipyretic effects. So for the indication, this is to relieve signs and symptoms of osteoarthritis, to relieve signs and symptoms of RA, to relieve signs and symptoms of ankylosing spondylitis, and to relieve signs and symptoms of juvenile RA, acute pain, and primary dysmenorrhea. So for the contraindication, hypertensive drug contraindication indicated for patient experience asthma, urticarial allergic type reaction of NSAIDs, serious skin reaction. Drug isn't recommended with any dose of non-aspirin NSAID. So for the side effects, diarrhea, back pain, dizziness, heartburn, headache, and nausea. And excuse me. Adverse reaction, CNS, insomnia, CVHTN, peripheral edema, ENT, pharyngitis, rhinitis, and sinusitis, uh, and GI, abdominal pain, diarrhea, dyspepsia, and GI reflux, and for metabolic hyperchloremia. And for the nursing responsibility, assess for an allergy to NSAIDs or anaphylactic reaction. Check if the medication is right. Check what route and how many dosage are needed. So during, watch for signs and symptoms of overt and occult bleeding and rash. So after patient family teaching, tell the patient to report history of allergic reaction to sulfonamides, aspirin, or other NSAIDs before therapy. And also instruct to promptly report signs of GI bleeding such as blood in vomit or urine or in the stool. And also instruct the patient to take drug with food if stomach upset occurs. And the patient that drug may harm the liver, advise patient to stop therapy and notify prescriber immediately. So next, I have here the drug Indocid, generic name indomethacin. So for the dosage, arthritis 25 to 50 milligram dose 2 to 3 times a day. Bursitis and tendonitis 75 to 150 milligram per day. GA 120 mg per day. So for the route, oral IV. Frequency, GA 150 mg per day. So for the pharmacologic class, NSAIDs, clinical, analgesic, antipyretic, anti-inflammatory. And for the therapeutic class, NSAIDs. So action, the use of Endocid in conjunction with acetyl salicylic acid or other salicylates is not recommended. Controlled clinical studies have shown that the combined use of Endocid and acetyl salicylic acid does not produce any greater therapeutic effect than the use of Endocid alone. So furthermore, in one of these clinical studies, the incidence of gastrointestinal side effect was significantly increase with combined therapy. So for the indication, indomethacin is potent non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. It is used as an antipyretic, anti-inflammatory, and analgesic agent to treat various conditions. Indomethacin is indicated for mild to moderate acute pain in adults. Oral, topical suppositories, relief of signs and symptoms of moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis, and moderate to severe osteoarthritis, moderate to severe ankylosing spondylitis, acute painful shoulder bursitis, tendinitis, acute gouty arthritis, not SR form, and unable uses for oral pharmacologic closure of persistent patent ductus arteriosus in premature infant, juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, unable use of topical eye drops, cystoid macular edema, and IV closure of hemodynamically significant patent ductus arteriosus in premature infants weighing 500 to 1 8,750 gram if 48 hours of usual medical management is not effective. And for the contraindication, hypersensitivity to indomethacin or to any of the excipients. NSAIDs are contraindicated in patients who have previously shown hypersensitivity reaction, asthma, rhinitis, angioedema, or urticaria in response to ibuprofen, aspirin, or other non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. So for the side effects, we have fluid retention, dizziness, headaches, abdominal pain, indigestion, and nausea. And for adverse effects, depression, vertigo, and fatigue, including malaise and listlessness, coma, peripheral neuropathy, muscle weakness or involuntary muscle movements, and insomnia. For GI, nausea, anorexia, vomiting, epigastric distress, abdominal pain, constipation, and diarrhea. And for the nursing intervention, assess for an allergy to indomethacin, salicylates, or other NSAIDs, CV dysfunction, hypertension, recent history of coronary artery bypass surgery, peptic ulceration, GI bleeding, history of proctitis or rectal bleeding, and also impaired hepatic or renal function, pregnancy, labor and delivery. Check if the medication is right and check what route and how many dosage are needed. So during, assess or be aware that patient may be at increased risk of CV events, GI bleeding, and monitor accordingly. So after patient family teaching, parents or of infants receiving IV therapy for patent ductus arteriosus will need support and encouragement and an explanation of the drug's action. This is best incorporated into the teaching about the disease. And use the drug only as suggested. Avoid overdose. Take food or after meals if GI upset occurs. Do not exceed the prescribed dosage. And do not use with over-the-counter analgesics. Serious toxicity can occur. And also, you may experience these side effects: nausea, GI upset, dyspepsia, and diarrhea, constipation, drowsiness, dizziness, vertigo, insomnia, caution of driving of operating dangerous machinery, and also reports sore throat, fever, rash, itching, weight gain, swelling in ankles or fingers, changes in vision, black tarry stools. Next, I have here last drug, the naproxen, generic na naproxen anaprox. So dosage, arthritis 500 to 1000 mg a day in 2 divided dosage. Oral, a route. Frequency, 250 mg Q6 to 8H as needed. Pharmacologic class, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. Clinical, naproxen has anti-inflammatory, analgesic, antipyretic actions. Therapeutic class, NSAIDs. So for the mechanism of action, naproxen blocks arachidonate binding to competitively inhibit both cyclooxygenase, COX, or isoenzymes COX1 and COX2, resulting in analgesic and anti-inflammatory effects. So for the indication, mild to moderate pain, treatment of primary dysmenorrhea, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, ankylosing spondylitis, tendinitis, bursitis, acute gout. OTC use, temporary relief of minor aches and pains associated with a common cold, headache, toothache, muscular ache, backache, minor pain of arthritis, pain of menstrual cramps, reduction of fever, treatment of juvenile arthritis, naproxen. So for the contraindication, documented hypersensitivity to NSAID medication, ESA or NSAID-induced asthma, pregnancy caution against use in first trimester, absolute contraindication at 30 weeks gestation, perioperative use for coronary artery bypass graft surgery. And recent MI or history of heart disease, hypertension, congestive heart failure, fluid retention, edema, dehydration, history of GI adverse events, peptic ulcer, disease, and bleeding or coagulopathy conditions, hepatic disease, renal disease, asthma, sodium restriction, chronic alcohol use, tobacco use, elderly, geriatric patient, and female actively trying to conceive. So for the adverse effect, dyspepsia, nausea, dizziness, elevated liver enzymes, increased blood pressure, diminished renal function, rash, increased bleeding risk, and GI ulcers. And COX-1 and COX-2 inhibition lead to decreased prostaglandin synthesis in the gastric mucosa. So for the nursing responsibility, assess for an allergy to naproxen, salicylates, and other NSAIDs. Check if the medication is right and check what route and how many dosage are needed. So during check for skin color and lesions, orientation reflex, ophthalmologic and audiometric evaluation, peripheral sensation, edema, adventitious sound, liver evaluation, CVC clotting times, LFTS, renal function test, serum, electrolytes, stool. And for the after patient family teaching, advise the patient to take drug with food or meals. If GI upset occurs, take only the prescribed dosage. Dizziness, drowsiness can occur. Avoid driving or the use of dangerous machinery. Report sore throat, fever, rash, itching, weight gain, swelling in ankles or fingers, changes in vision, black tarry stools. So I have next, I am going to report for the DMARD's anti-inflammatory drugs. Alright, so now I have here for the drug name Remicade or generic infliximab. So dosage for adults or elderly in combination with methotrexate 3 mg to kg followed by additional doses of 2 and 6 weeks after first infusion, then Q to 8 weeks thereafter, range 3 to 10 mg/kg of at 4 to 8 week interval. So for the route, IV, frequency, administer IV infusion over at least 2 hours using a low protein binding filter. So for the pharmacologic class, TNF alpha inhibitors, clinical GI anti-inflammatory, therapeutic class, monoclonal antibody. So for the mechanism of action, binds to tumor necrosis factor, inhibiting functional activity of TNF, induction of pro-inflammatory cytokinase, enhance leukocyte migration, activation of neutrophils or eosinophils. So for therapeutic effect, prevents disease and allows disease joints to heal. So for the pharmacokinetics, absorb into GI tissue, primarily disturbed in vascular compartment, half-life 8 to 9.5 days. So for the indication, premedicate with antihistamines, acetaminophen, steroids to prevent manage infusion reactions. For the contraindication, moderate to severe HF, doses greater than 5 mg/kg should be avoided. And sensitivity to murine protein, sepsis, serious active infection. For caution, caution for hematological abnormalities, history of COPD, persisting or recent onset CNS demyelinating disorders, seizure, mild HF, history of recurrent infections conditions, and predisposing patient to infection, diabetes, patient exposed to tuberculosis, elderly. And for the adverse effect, side effect, headache, nausea, vomiting, dyspepsia, and dizziness. And for the adverse effect, toxic reaction, paralytic ileus, Ulceration of esophagus, stomach, duodenum, small intestine may occur. Patient with renal impairment may develop hyperkalemia with worsening of renal impairment and may aggravate depression or other psychiatric disturbance, epilepsy, Parkinsonism, and neoprotoxicity, dysuria, hematuria, proteinuria, nephrotic syndrome, and occurs rarely. So, metabolic acidosis or alkalosis and bradycardia occur rarely in neonates with patent ductus arteriosus. So, for the nursing responsibility, check if the medication is right, check what route and how many dosage are needed, assess onset type, location, duration, or pain, fever, inflammation, inspect, and appearance of infected joints for immobility, deformities, skin condition. After patient family teaching, monitor serum BUN creatinine, potassium, LFT, monitor for evidence of nausea and dyspepsia, avoid aspirin, alcohol during therapy, increase risk of GI bleeding. And if GI upset occurs, take with food and milk. And avoid tasks that require alertness, motor skills until response to drug is established. And also report ringing in ears, persistent stomach pain, or unusual bruising or bleeding. So for the next drug, I have here Humira, generic adalimumab. Dosage, adults or elderly, 4 mg every other week. So route, subcutaneous injection. So for the pharmacologic class, TNF inhibitors, clinical, rheumatoid arthritis agent. Therapeutic class, monoclonal antibody. So for the action, binds specifically to tumor necrosis factor, TNF, alpha cell, blocking its interaction with cell surface TNF receptors. So, therapeutic effect reduces inflammation, tenderness, swelling of joints, and slows or prevents progressive destruction of joints in rheumatoid arthritis. So, pharmacokinetics, half-life 10 to 20 days. So, for the indication, abatacept anakinra, immune suppressive therapy may increase risk of infections, may decrease efficacy of immune response with live vaccines. So, for the contraindication, Canada labeling severe infection, sepsis, patient with chronic infection, predisposition to infections, decreased left ventricular function, demyelinating disorders, or invasive fungal infections. So for the side effects, phlebitis or inflammation of IV site, nausea, vomiting, burning, stinging, pruritus, rash, urticarial, diarrhea, headache, confusion, hallucinations, seizure, and tremors. For toxic reaction, rapid parenteral administration, excessively high doses, or fluid and electrolyte imbalance may produce renal failure. Decreased urination, decreased appetite, increased thirst. And for the nursing responsibility, check if the medication is right, check what route and how many dosage are needed, question for history of allergies, especially to acyclovir, and assess herpes simplex lesions before treatment to compare baseline with treatment effect, and assess IV site for phlebitis or heat, pain, red streaking over vein, or evaluate continuous lesions, ensure adequate ventilation. So for the patient family teaching, drink adequate fluids, do not touch lesions with bare fingers to prevent spreading infection to new site, continue therapy for full length of treatment, space doses eventually, use finger cut rubber glove to apply topical ointment, avoid sexual intercourse during duration of lesions to prevent infecting partner, pap smear should be done at least annually due to increased risk of cervical cancer in women with genital herpes. So, for the third, next medication, we have brand name Arava, generic leflunomide, Dosage, adults, elderly, initially 100 mg per day for 3 days, then 10 to 20 mg per day. So route, oral, frequency to 10 mg to 20 mg once daily. Pharmacologic class, DMARDs, clinical, anti-inflammatory, anti-rheumatic, therapeutic class, immunomodulatory agent. So for the actions, it inhibits pyrimidine synthesis, resulting in proliferative and anti-inflammatory effects. So therapeutic effects reduces signs and symptoms of RA, retards structures damage. So for the pharmacokinetics, will absorb after PO administration, protein binding greater than 99%, metabolized in GI wall, liver, excreted through renal biliary system, not removed by hemodialysis. So for the indication, it is indicated for the treatment of rheumatoid arthritis. Managing the treatment of patients prescribed leflunomide requires excellent communication between the patient and the professional healthcare providers. So for the contraindication, pregnancy or plans for pregnancy, hepatic renal impairment, positive hepatitis B or C serology, patient with immunodeficiency or bone marrow dysplasias, breastfeeding mothers, history of new current infection, significant hematologic abnormalities, diabetes, concomitant use of neurotoxic medication elderly. So for the side effects, diarrhea, respiratory tract infection, alopecia, rash, nausea, and for the adverse effects may cause immunosuppression, transient thrombocytopenia, leukopenia, hepatotoxicity occur rarely. So for the nursing responsibility, check if the medication is right, check what route and how many dosage are needed, question for possibility of pregnancy, obtain baseline CBC serum chemistries before treatment begins and monthly thereafter. For the patient family teaching, avoid crowds, those with known infection, avoid contact with those who recently received live virus vaccine, do not have immunization without physician's approval or drug lowers resistance, promptly report fever, unusual bruising, bleeding from any site, and also ensure use of appropriate birth control measures in women. So next drug is azolfidine. Generic is sulfasalazine. Dosage, adults, elderly, initially 1 gram to 3 to 4 grams times a day in divided doses Q4 to 6H. Children 6 years and older, initially 40 to 60 mg kj per day and 4 to 6 divided doses. And route is oral. Frequency doses Q4 to 6H. So for the pharmacologic class, anti-metabolites, clinical anti-inflammatory, therapeutic class, sulfonamide, mechanism of action, modulates local mediators of inflammatory response, therapeutic effect, decreases inflammatory response, interferes with GI secretion, effect appears topical rather than systemic. Pharmacokinetics poorly absorbed from GI tract, cleave absorbed in colon by intestinal bacteria forming sulfapyridine and mesalamine. 5 ASA widely distributed, metabolized via colonic intestinal flora, primarily excreted in urine. So for the indication, indicated for the treatment of chronic inflammatory disease such as rheumatoid arthritis in children and adults, and ulcerative colitis, and also has off-label uses in treating patients with ankylosing spondylitis, mild to moderately active Crohn's disease, psoriasis, and psoriatic arthritis. So for the contraindications, hypersensitivity to sulfa, salicylates, porphyria, GI or GU obstruction, severe allergies, bronchial asthma, impaired hepatic renal function, G6PD deficiency, and blood dyscrasias. So for the adverse effects, nausea, vomiting, stomatitis, GI ulceration, diarrhea, hepatic toxicity, renal failure, cystitis, um, myelosuppression, alopecia, urticarial, acne, photosensitivity, interstitial pneumonitis, fever, malaise, chills, anorexia. Toxic reactions, anaphylaxis, Stevens-Johnson syndrome, hematologic toxicity, leukopenia and agranulocytis, hepatotoxicity, nephrotoxicity. It occurs rarely. So for the nursing responsibility, check if the medication is right, check what route and how many dosage are needed, question for hypersensitivity to medication, check initial urinalysis, CBC, serum renal function, LFT, and for the patient family teaching, advise the patient and family that may cause orange-yellow discoloration of urine skin, space doses eventually around the clock, and take after or with food with 8 ounces of water, drink several glasses of water between meals, um, avoid exposure to sun, violet light until photosensitivity determined, may last for months after last dose. So next drug we have Rheomatrix generic cream methotrexate. Dosage adults, elderly, children 16 years old 1.5 gram 4 times a day for 2 to 3 days, then 4 to 4.5 grams per day and 3 to 6 divided dosage. And older route or oral, subcutaneous, and intramuscular. Frequency Q12H for 3 doses. So pharmacologic class, metabolites, clinical, anti-neoplastic at anti-arthritic, anti-psoriatic. Therapeutic class, anti-metabolite. So for the mechanism of action, competes with enzymes necessary to reduce folic acid to tetrahydrofolic acid and component essential to DNA synthesis, repair, and cellular replication. So for the therapeutic effect, inhibits DNA, RNA, protein synthesis. Possesses anti-inflammatory and immune modulating activity. So for the pharmacokinetics, variably absorbed from GI tract, completely absorbed after IM administration. Protein binding 50% to 60%, widely distributed, metabolized in liver, primarily excreted in the urine, removed by hemodialysis but not by peritoneal dialysis. So for the indication, refer to individual-specific protocols for optimum dosage, sequence of administration, and also do not use for longer than 72 hours. So for the contraindication, breastfeeding for patients with psoriasis and rheumatoid arthritis. Pregnancy, hepatic disease, alcoholism, immunodeficiency syndrome, persisting blood dyscrasias, peptic ulcer, ulcerative colitis, persisting myelosuppression, history of chronic hepatic disease, alcohol consumption, obesity, diabetes, hyperlipidemia, use with other hepatotoxic medication, concomitant use of proton pump inhibitors. So for the adverse side effects, dizziness, drowsiness, confusion, double vision, insomnia, headache, irritability, nausea, nervousness, dyspepsia, vomiting, metallic taste. And for toxic reaction, anaphylactic reaction, rash, pruritus, urticarial, angioneurotic edema, fever, bradycardia, hypotension, syncope has occurred, leukopenia, cholestatic jaundice, seizure occur rarely. And for the nursing responsibility, check if the medication is right, check what route and how many dosage are needed, record onset type, location, duration of musculoskeletal pain, inflammation, inspect appearance of affected joints for immobility, and stiffness or swelling. So for the patient family teaching, avoid tasks that require alertness, motor skills until response to drug is established, and avoid alcohol, may color urine brown or black or green, medication intended for short-term use 3 weeks, and also report severe sedation. So that's it for my report for the anti-inflammatory agents, which is the NSAIDs in DMARDs. So next reporter.